Hi guys, this is Stuti Gogia. In case you are listening this voice for the very first time, you can go check out my social media handles. And this is season 3 of Stuti Speaks. And today I have a very special guest with me whose name is Martin. So I start with like bit of intro how I know you. So I was looking for people for I love to know people's journey, especially people who are different, they are doing things. So I love to know the journey of people. So I was talking to Jasleen and I was just asking that do you know someone who I can podcast with? She gave me a reference and I checked your profile and I genuinely liked it because it varied from fitness to being a perfumer, then to a brewer, and such deep knowledge of coffee, which is also one of my favorite topics. Coffee, and obviously fragrance is my next favorite thing. So I had a combination of everything, like, so I thought it will be really good to talk to you, and fitness as well. So I would give, like, pass it on to you, Martin. Can you start with like bit of your intro and we can talk about your journey from there, and I'll ask if I have something. Yeah.
Sure. So, hi guys, my name is Matin Shaikh, and by education, I'm an electronics engineer. My first job was in IT. Just say, everyone starts with engineering and then shifts to something else. That's the same story with me as well. Yeah, I worked for Infosys for almost 9 years. I
Wow.
mean, 2, 3 companies in between, but yeah, total IT experience of 9 years. And I was enjoying my time. It's not like I hated my job, to be honest, but I had this thing of uh, not being satisfied with doing one thing. So I always say that I suffer from multiple passion disorder. So because I figured out there's something more to me which I can give out to this world, and not just the world, but to myself first, and of course that will come out for everyone else as well. So yeah, when I was in college, starting with that, I started getting into fitness because I was extremely thin. My story is not from a very sad fitness story. It's a normal story where I used to go to the college, um, look to people getting fit, and then that inspired me. As simple as that.
Hmm.
So fitness was something which was there along with me throughout my life. With IT, yes, I wanted to do something in the fitness, but then I couldn't get a better opportunity because yeah, you have to be the gym trainer. That was the only thing that time. But then I joined a company called Fitter. Then it changed my perception towards life and how work has to be done, how money has to be earned. It is not necessary that you have to work 9 to 5 to earn money. There are a lot of ways of doing it. So now I have quit my IT job. Currently a full-time perfumer. I run my own brand called Hirayat Perfumes, and I'm a full-time fitness coach as well. So yeah, two full-time jobs.
And one
um,
part time.
yeah, and apart from that, whatever I earn from those two things, I spend everything in my coffee quest, basically, learning more about coffee brewing. Yeah, I mean, I thought coffee was just like, just open the packet, put it in hot water, drink it. Like, what's there, what can be there in just a bitter drink, right? That was
Hmm.
my thing that time, until I was introduced to specialty coffee, especially from India, and not just like any part of the world, but from Indian soil itself. That changed my entire perspective of right from crop to your cup,
Hmm.
how the things are done. And yeah, basically now currently I'm researching more on how to improve coffee, basically coffee as a drink. And yeah, three things in my mind, and fourth thing also, but that's just like videography and photography is what I do. But again, it's very important for us to know, like, how we should prioritize these things, because it can be overwhelming. Like, if you go to a marriage, you see someone with a lot of food on their plate, it starts spilling out, right? You cannot eat everything, so you have to be also be mindful. And that's what I've thought of it. And yeah, I'm married now, so more responsibility. But
Hmm.
yeah, I can go on about my introduction,
On
but
it,
that's
about,
that's a short.
no, we want to go on actually. So I think let's take one by one. Let's
Yeah.
start with fitness first. So maybe you have given a gist. I know, like, obviously it was a normal journey looking onto people, but like, how was the transition from quitting? Did you quit to become a fitness trainer from Infosys and then came to this perfume industry,
So
or it was
yeah,
to
so the
perfume?
thing is, what inspired me when I was in college was,
Mm-hmm.
so I always tell this story because it's something very simple and at the same time realistic, inspiring as well. So I used to see these two guys, wearing t-shirt, coming to the I'm sorry, coming to the college, and 6 months down the line, I started seeing them, basically noticing them, wearing shirts and looking good in that. See, wearing a shirt and looking good in that uh, is not an easy task for a guy. Okay, t-shirt, yeah, you can look cool and all, but looking good in shirt is a skill. So I see them, getting buffed. They looked a little, yeah, basically a little bigger. So that inspired me. I asked them, like, where you guys have started working out. And I was a college student, didn't have a lot of money. So I studied in Mumbai. So the cheapest
Okay.
gym I could find there was in Dharavi, the biggest slum
Okay.
in the entire world. I joined there. Um, yeah, I started my workout and started building up, like, basically building myself up, and that helped me build my confidence. From then, I continued my journey as a, so that's just 1.5 hours of my time. Diet is more or less on and off. um, Baki full time, the IT thing was going on. So fitter came into my life, but then I was not really sure whether I should, like, quit my IT job full time and then get into fitter, because fitter was new. I had, and I'm not financially backed up. I have some responsibilities to take care of, so I had to play safe. I cannot, I couldn't have, probably I didn't have the guts to go all the way and just do fitness full time, because I like to play safe at times when I know that my parents are dependent on me, and yeah, a few things on those lines. So
Mm-hmm.
I started side by side, 2-3 hours of my free time after my IT job. I started spending more time on researching, studying about fitness, doing fitness certifications, and then getting onboarded as a coach as well. So now I'm doing IT job and a fitness coach. This, the perfume thing is not even in the picture. Yes, I
Okay.
have the perfume passion for years. I studied in a college in Mumbai, which is very close to Bhendi Bazaar. Now, Bhendi Bazaar, if people know, they have a huge attar market, and that was my first instant with perfumes when I was in college. So yes, I was passionate about perfumes and attars, but not really thought about during like 2017 to get into fragrances. I started getting into it from 2019. So that's a transition, IT and fitness side by side. Then
Yeah.
in the next story, the fragrance also
Perform.
to play. Yeah.
So you were like from, that was the thing. You were like from IT professional to a fitness coach first.
Yes. Yes.
That was your transition, and
Yes.
that was also not like one day you decided. It was a slow
No,
and
no,
steady
it's
with
of course.
safe playing journey.
Yeah, I see. I have seen a lot of people quitting their IT job right away, and continuing with fitness, and I totally respect that, because those guys hated their IT jobs. Okay, I was one of the best resources for my manager, for my company. I was also sent on site. I lived outside India for some time. I was that kind of a resource. So I enjoyed my IT job. It was not like I hated every moment of my job. So that's the problem. Like I loved my IT job. I loved my fitness career as well. So
Hmm.
it took a long time for me to like quit this, quit the IT job, and then do other things. Because yeah, if you hate something, if you get something new, then you continue with the new thing and leave the thing which you
Previous
don't like
thing.
doing it. As simple as that.
So what was, so now we have come to a point where you are doing your fitness journey. You're working as a fitness coach in fitter. Now, how does this perfume thing came into picture?
So I started earning money from fitness, from yeah, from IT job as well. So now from the cheap perfumes, I started getting into designer and the niche perfumes. Now niche perfumes, if you see, it starts anywhere from 25,000, 20 to 25,000. Designer perfumes of Dior, Chanel, it's around 7-8 thousand and all. So I was like very curious, like how this stuff is made. Now I do have a background in science, so I was like, what? I mean, why is it so expensive? Like, why? What it takes to make these things like that? That kida is there in me, and I was like, okay, let me start researching. I started the lab from my bedroom itself. That time I was in Nagpur. So I was like, okay, I'll start making something for myself first. Of course, I whenever I start something, it's not just to make money out of it. I always start it for myself. If I like it, then I give it to the friends. That's what I did with the perfumes as well. Started with a small table with 20 fragrances, 20 natural oils. Started blending them, learning the formulas, reading a lot of books. And again, it was there, fitness was there. This was the third thing which was added. So I started giving out to my friends. They said, okay, it's really good. Some of them said it's really bad. So I asked them, why is it bad? Like, what did you didn't like? So yeah, those kind of constructive feedback I worked on. Then I end up building the lab now, which has over 3,000 materials. So now I run
Wow.
full-fledged perfume lab. And yeah, that's the thing. Now I do three things. I was doing three things at the same time, but lab is now, the built up happened now. That
Hmm.
time what happened was one idea struck, like the moment when I thought that I should quit my IT job. So of course, when you were doing, when I was doing three things at the same time, it was getting overwhelming. Now I knew that I had to sacrifice something. I cannot do all three. Now I know if I leave the IT job, someone will replace me. But if I leave my perfume brand, nobody will replace me, right? It's my brand, it's my kid, right? I cannot leave it. So that made me decide to quit my IT job, because I cannot leave my brand, I cannot leave my child,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So yes,
Hmm. Hmm.
when I left my IT job, fully focused on IT, fully focused on fitness and
Per-
perfumes.
Perfume. So this is B2B or B2C or both?
Both. Both.
Both.
B2C is something which I started with. Now, slowly I've started getting into B2B, because there are companies who
Hmm.
want the stuff, but of course, they want to sell it under their label.
Label.
So,
Yeah,
white
that's what I
labeling, yes.
wanted.
Yeah, so I do that. But yeah, it's something which I don't really like, popularize or, market, because my major thing is the B2C one, because that's where I
B2C only.
started getting more popular. B2B is still
Hmm.
available. I still do for some brands, and just
That's
that I
your
cannot,
choice,
yeah, just
basically.
that I cannot
That's
name them out of contract.
that I know. That I know completely. That's
Yes.
under contractual thing. But I still wanted to confirm, like with business perspective,
Yeah,
it's
majorly
B2B
it's
or
B2C. I would say majorly
B2C
B2C.
only.
Yes.
So, but on that note, थोड़ा सा startup का भी बात हो जाएगा,
Yes.
because you are entrepreneur as well. So I was, I mean, is it available on online or is like on your site only?
So it's only on my Instagram page. So how
अच्छा.
I operate is,
Hmm.
it's on a trust model. So basically,
Hmm.
let's say you want to buy something, you will
Hmm.
DM me. I'll send you my catalog,
Hmm.
and I never force my customers, or I call them clients, to buy the full bottles directly, because it's a new brand, and I don't. New
Hmm.
brand for them. I don't want
Hmm.
them to buy a full bottle and then regret, because I wouldn't like if someone buys my perfume and it's kept at the end of the shelf, right? And
Hmm.
perfumes are something which is non-returnable usually, because it's a hygienic product.
So,
So
yeah.
I came up with the idea of samples, not
Hmm.
free samples, but chota chota, samples of, roughly I have 40,000, sorry, not 40,000, 40 fragrances in my catalog.
Huh.
So what I
Huh.
do is I ask them, what kind of perfumes do you like? If they're
Hmm.
very specific, then it helps me. If you're not specific, then I ask them, what is your favorite deodorant? Or probably show me whatever you like. Like, it can
Hmm.
be a bottle of Gucci, or it can be a bottle of Zara, or it can be just Axe deodorant. It can be anything,
Hmm.
right? Or it can be nothing. I have had clients who used to not use any deodorant.
Hmm.
So yeah, based on that, I recommend them. Let's start with 5 set of samples and see if you like
Hmm.
any of them. And if you
Hmm.
like it, then you can go ahead and order
Go
a full
ahead.
bottle. So you can. So I don't take money upfront. I only take it after the delivery is done. So that's a trust model. I trust all my clients, and it's been 3 years. Nobody till date has not cheat. Yeah, I've not been cheated upon on this.
That's
So
amazing. Hmm.
yeah.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. It's going on mouth of word as well. And basically, what you do, what I understood is because थोड़ा बहुत knowledge मुझे बहुत basics हाँ. There are base, middle, and end notes for a
Yes.
perfume,
Yes.
right? There are
Yes.
three notes, right? And you match those notes with आपके कौन उस बंदे को supposedly I like guess, right? So
Yeah.
you will check those three notes and you will see what's the best match and what
Yes.
can. So if I say I like aqua tones, so you'll match
Right.
accordingly.
You
So
do
I
know
got
your
you.
perfumes, Stuti, so that's a compliment. That a lot of people don't even know that there's a base note, there's a mid note, there's a top note.
Mid note
So
and
yeah,
main
if
note.
you tell
Yeah.
me like five perfumes which you like, I try
Hmm.
to gauge like what's your preference. Are you into
Hmm.
florals? Even if florals, then what kind of florals? There are white florals, there are red florals, there are yellow florals.
Hmm.
If you are into,
Hmm.
let's say, chocolate kind of fragrances, we call them
Hmm.
gourmand category, where we have
Hmm.
vanillic fragrances, where we have white chocolate fragrances, where we have
Hmm.
dark chocolate fragrances, bakery kind of fragrances, right?
Yeah.
Caramel kind of fragrances. So those are all sweet kind of fragrances.
Sweet
Now there
kind.
is a
Yeah.
woody category. Woody may be dark wood, dry wood, wet wood.
Hmm.
There's a
Hmm.
earthy category. There is a
Adhika.
fresh category, जो favorite होता है सबका.
Hmm.
There's an aqua category. So a lot of different
Aqua.
categories. I
Yeah.
only get the information from my clients to understand which category they fall into. Now, from my
Hmm.
catalog, I see, okay, if I have something in the aqua category, and if my
Hmm.
clients like aqua, I'll try to suggest, okay, let's go with this. And
Hmm.
9 out of 10 times, out of five samples, they end up liking three or four. So,
Three or
because
four.
that's the power of communication, right? I'm not
Hmm.
randomly telling them, okay, this is the catalog, you go ahead. First option is
Hmm.
that I let them go through the catalog. I tell them, okay, if because I don't know their expertise level, right? Some people,
Hmm.
they don't probably don't want to have a conversation. They will directly go through the catalog and let me know, okay, these are the ones I selected, and yeah, you can directly send that. Or so it all depends on the communication I have with my clients over
I got it.
Instagram. Yes,
Hmm. I got it. I got your point. So supposedly someone is saying they like David of Aqua Wala, so you will
yes,
go with watery notes. If
so
someone is say Gucci floral, so
yes,
you will go with that note. And
correct.
someone like Udi and deodorant Wala, then you go with that.
Also noticed one thing with
Hmm.
90% of my
Hmm.
clients,
Hmm.
they know the brand name. Okay, they know they are
Hmm.
using Gucci ka perfume. Now Gucci
Hmm.
has I think 45 fragrances. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Gucci, which fragrance, right? They cannot answer that because they know they use Gucci. So brand name is
Hmm.
so important for
Hmm.
people. And yeah, like David of
I know.
David of which one? Like there are so many of
Aqua.
David of.
Yeah. There are
Yeah,
so many. True.
so
True.
many. Like
Got it.
so it's very important if someone, I
Hmm.
mean, people are listening, so to know the name of the fragrance.
Yeah.
Brand is
So I
okay.
because yeah, I said because cool water is the most prominent one
Yes,
and that's why people go. There is another variant of rose one और वो इतना
yes,
चला भी नहीं था.
correct.
Cool water ही चल रहा है आज भी. And Gucci में भी the floral one. There are two three I think.
Gucci
But
Bloom
I
is very popular.
Gucci Bloom yeah
Yes,
Gucci Bloom is the there are two three variants for that उसमें भी.
yes,
But I somehow feel कि Gucci का guilty बहुत अच्छा है because
yeah.
I think the man one is more
Now
better.
there is
मुझे
one more
female वाले तो बिल्कुल नहीं
guilty
पसंद.
intense. That's
Hmm.
a black bottle.
Yeah, that's a black bottle.
That smells very similar to Dettol. I'm not even kidding. Uh, you will not notice that if you're sniffing it, you will not notice. I mean, previously you wouldn't have. Now when you sniff it again, you will
Hmm.
realize, oh, it smells like Dettol, and it's a
The
very good
guilty
fragrance.
one.
Yeah, Gucci
The
Guilty Intense. Gucci Guilty Intense. Not, so there are a lot of
intense.
variants in that.
Okay, normal.
Intense wala is very different.
I like I like
I'm
the
not
normal
saying
one.
it's
I'm not
bad.
sure.
I'm just saying
Hmm.
it's just preferences. Like
हाँ,
so I
yeah, yeah.
do bespoke fragrances as well. Now
Hmm.
bespoke में क्या होता है?
Hmm.
I get the requirements. So, for example, if someone is getting married, right? They want
Hmm.
to come up with a fragrance which is specially made for their marriage, because marriage is something very special, very holy, and they want to remember. Now, olfactory memory, which basically the memory which we have via the scents or via the aromas, is very strong and at the same time
True.
very underrated as well. People,
True.
I mean, just a very basic example, like, let's say you sniffed something 10 years back. Now, suddenly, if you sniff the same thing, you are instantly transported 10
True.
years
True.
back,
True.
right? That's
True.
so
True.
powerful, and people don't realize that. So I always
Yeah.
encourage people to, like, go for such kind of bespoke projects, because you're doing everything for your marriage, right? You're doing decorations, you're doing photographers, everything. Now you're using the same, let's say, Gucci Guilty, or probably even an expensive perfume, which has been there with a lot of people. So why not, something which is very special, exclusively made, never to be released by my brand, by me, for anyone else, but it is just for you. So that kind of
Hmm.
projects, I'm extremely excited about. Always look forward to such kind of projects, because it's something which makes me feel happy, because yeah, I'm just contributing to their happiness by making something very special. And usually I take around 6 to 7 months to make this. Takes a lot of
That's
time.
amazing. ये वाली चीज ना बहुत लोग I mean the people who are into fragrances and perfumes even I prefer we take some. I take a perfume to a
Hmm.
trip, then I mean not use it. Whenever
Mhm.
I sniff it again, I
Correct,
have that trip memory with me.
correct.
So yeah, this happens. Like this is like people who are into fragrances, they are like very
They will know.
prominent. So that's why I have different categories for, yeah. So I can understand
Yeah,
your
you do
passion to
know
a
your
certain
perfume, so
extent.
that's a good thing. It's people usually, even general people don't have much idea. So yeah, you do know your fragrances, Stuti.
Thank you so much. I take that as a compliment. Not as much as you, but I am quite serious. That's why I said there are two, three passion, and I have also that find I found common. So I thought
Okay.
it's a good. So now coming to the coffee. Coffee is slightly less for me because I'm caffeine. मुझे caffeine से allergy है, but I
Hmm.
still love coffee.
Hmm.
And so coming to coffee now. So how did that, like, when was that कीड़ा अगर बोले तो वो कब जागा कि I want to know
So,
more about coffee.
see, if someone tells me that they love Nescafe, then they have my total respect because it is really crap. I mean, who loves bitter water, right? So I was of the same opinion. Okay, I used to drink Nescafe only for the caffeine because it used to give me caffeine kick, and I used to go and work out. But then I got introduced to specialty cafe in Nagpur. The name is Corridor 7. I tasted some coffee there and I thought it was adulterated with some flavors. Okay. Then I got to know that no, this is from the crop, like from like yeah, from the coffee itself. Like coffee has a lot of flavors. So that was kind of a wow moment for me. And then I researched further and then I came to know that coffee and wine both are extremely similar when it comes to flavors. Now, wine also has a lot of intrinsic flavors, around, I think, 10,000 flavors right from the crop level. So now
Wow.
I have in my shelf coffees which has flavors of wine without actually having wine in it. Okay. I have coffees which has
Wow.
flavors of mango without actually getting fermented with mango. These are all from the crop, and of course the beauty of roasting. And these are all undertones. So when I say something as undertone, let's say if your overtone is something which is quite obvious. Okay, you're drinking lassi. Of course, you get that buttery, that milky kind of a thing. That is quite obvious. That is overtone. But somewhere down the line, if you get the hint of saffron in your lassi, that is like, yeah, it's there, but you may not have that kind of palate to notice it. Same thing is with coffee as well. Of course, it will have slight bitterness, but a slight, very very minimal. Like it's not, definitely not. So Nescafe, if I'm being very real, it's a byproduct of specialty coffee. So जो भी waste material होता है, that is basically Nescafe. Okay. So just a very very basic example to
Disclaimer,
make.
we are just sharing our thoughts. Just a disclaimer for anybody who is an Nescafe fan or
Yeah.
from
That's
listening. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. See, the thing is, I I drank Nescafe for 5 years. Okay, it's not something bad. That's why I'm saying, if you love Nescafe, you have my respect, because if you can love that kind of coffee, you will
Hmm.
definitely love what is out
What?
there. Yes,
Hmm. Hmm.
exactly. So that is my
Hmm.
point. Of course, no offense to all the Nescafe drinkers, because you guys are not aware of it. Um, you
True.
guys are not aware of, there are so many things, specialty coffee out there. There are so many better coffees out there. If you start drinking that, then yeah, you will start loving the coffee even more.
Even more. So now my next question is two question which came to my mind while you were saying. I see there is a similarity between coffee and perfume somehow. I mean, those are two different things.
Yes,
This is a different sense. वो सूंघने वाला सेंस है और वो टेस्ट वाला सेंस है. But there is toning, like उसमें हम मिड टोन उसकी बात कर रहे हैं, इसमें हम ओवरटोन अंडरटोन की बात कर रहे हैं.
yes,
तो कहीं ना कहीं I feel you have the same sense. I mean,
right.
these are
So
direction, but there is same sense,
yeah,
right?
you're very right about it, Stuti. So when we grind coffee, okay, using the hand grinder or an electric grinder, there are a lot of aromas released. Okay, and that is nothing. It is like kind of a perfume. Like it's like you're
Hmm.
you're inhaling an aroma of a perfume. Now,
Hmm.
when it comes to taste,
Hmm.
of course, whenever you're tasting anything, it's not
Hmm.
just with your tongue. Like it's with your nose as well. Like let's say if
Hmm.
your nose is blocked, if I ask
Hmm.
you to drink anything tasty, you will not be able to taste anything, right? Even
True,
though your
true,
tongue is
true,
working. So
true.
50% is your nose when it comes to tasting anything. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it's very much, it makes sense, like, to relate. The thing with perfumes is it's only nose, I cannot use my tongue there, right?
True.
With coffee it is both. So
Both.
yeah,
Hmm.
very much relatable,
Hmm.
and both of them combining into.
Yeah. The second question that I was thinking was, so the one, like, we don't need to name, obviously. Do you think the companies like Starbucks,
Hmm.
or should I say, what is barista,
Blue Tokai.
uh, Blue Tokai
Yes.
specifically? Yeah, I think we should talk about Blue Tokai, Davidoff, and
Yes.
Starbucks only. Davidoff is not like outlet one; the other two are outlet ones.
Yeah.
So, do you think like these guys are like they take special coffees, like these are not the one, they are like very specific about?
So when it comes to Starbucks, in this specialty coffee scenario, in India, see, they are respected as business entity, but not as a not as a I mean, cafe serving place. I mean, good cafe serving place, because the coffee they serve is extremely bitter, and it doesn't taste really well. But they have done a huge revolution when it comes to, cafe culture in India, or probably all over the world. So
All
they
over the world.
always will have the respect, when it comes to working from cafe, introducing coffee to people. Before Starbucks, it was very difficult. Yeah, CCD and all, I think all of them were there, but none of them did as great as Starbucks. But the coffee, to be very honest, is not that great. Personally, I don't like it. I would
Hmm.
anyway prefer Blue Tokai over it. Blue
Yeah,
Tokai
yeah.
is way better when it comes to coffee, and they are getting bigger and bigger every day.
Hmm.
So yes, that is
So you are
Starbucks.
saying
Yes.
Blue Tokai is more into specialty coffee rather than Starbucks or any other?
Yes, even Starbucks claim that, but then yeah, it's something which I don't really like at a personal level.
I
Blue
mean,
Tokai,
that's a personal choice. That's completely fine. But as per your perspective, I mean,
Blue
they are
Tokai is
more
way
into
more. Yes,
special.
yes,
Hmm.
definitely, way more into what you call light roast coffees or medium roast coffees. Starbucks more
Hmm.
into the dark roast coffees. So
Dark roast.
when you roast the
Hmm.
coffee at a darker level, it obviously will have more bitterness to it, compared to something which is light and medium roasted.
सो अगर हम बात कर ही रहे हैं तो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस समझा दो रोस्टिंग मतलब रोस्टिंग
So
वैसे तो रोस्टिंग पता है
basically,
बट क्या हम्म
if I take an example of pan roasting, makhana, I don't know if
हाँ
you're
हाँ हाँ
understanding. Yes.
मखाना
Okay. So
या
makhana, when we start roasting, right, it
हम्म
changes color, right? If you
या
keep roasting
ब्राउन हो
it, what
जाता
will happen?
हम्म
If you keep
स्लाइड सा
roasting,
ब्राउन हो जाता है सॉरी
brown
हाँ
हो जाता है. उससे ज्यादा
या
आप roast करोगे तो क्या होगा? जल जाएगा वो.
जल जाएगा ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू
Starbucks goes very close to the burning, till the burning kind of roast level. That is how even coffee is roasted. I'm obviously not in a pan and all, proper machine hota hai, but that is just an analogy to, make your listeners understand. So that's how the roasting happens. Now, when you if you burn makhana, you will not be able to taste makhana, right? If you take it to a brown level, it will have a slightly different taste profile compared to
हम्म
something on a light brown level. Same thing with
हम्म
coffee. So same coffee bean, it's from a green bean stage. If you roast at a lighter level compared to, let's say, a medium level, both of them will have a different taste profile just by
राइट
changing the roast level. One of them, maybe in the light roast, it might taste as mango, and in the medium roast, it might taste as a dark chocolate. Okay, same coffee. So yeah, that's a beauty of roasting. That's a different and a very deep topic, but that's how. So usually, people who are trying to transition from coffee, I mean Nescafe, to, let's say, specialty coffee or better coffee, I would suggest they can start with something in the medium category instead
and
of
what is that, which brands are in that
Blue
category?
Tokai. Blue Tokai is something which is very safe, in my opinion. Every city has it. Um, if you want to know some specialty coffee places in your city, I don't know. Maybe is there a comment section or something, or
Yeah, they can reach out,
yeah. So
obviously.
you can just
I'll
message, and
mention
I
your
can,
Instagram.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can just link down. I'll
yeah.
just let them know which cafes serve good coffee, and they can. So yeah, it's better if they experience it once. They may like it, they may not like it, but it's
Hmm.
better to experience it once, right? If they
True,
don't like
got it.
it, good, you're saved because it's expensive. Okay,
Hmm.
if you end up loving it, then yeah, good luck to your wallet.
But is there like someone like Nescafe wala wo dry deta na? Is there some common brands like that which is available we can
So see, Nescafe, Davidoff, I would put Nescafe, Davidoff, Brew,
in the
all of
same
them in the
cut?
same category because they are in the instant category. Okay. Now,
Okay.
instant category, like I said, even I used to drink instant coffee. It's good when you want a quick caffeine fix. But
Hmm.
the way I drink coffee is it has to be always freshly ground. Like I have the coffee which is in the bean, like, roasted stage, not even in the
Hmm.
ground stage. I ground
Hmm.
my coffee just before brewing it. It takes around three
Wow.
to four minutes maximum,
Hmm.
and the brewing process itself is very therapeutic. It's not like
Hmm.
it's a headache for
Hmm.
me. It's something cumbersome for me. I look forward to brewing coffee than drinking coffee more. Okay, so that is
Wow.
yeah, so that is something. It's yeah, just therapy for me to like make coffee, and especially if my friends are there to serve coffee to them.
Wow. See, I would honestly say I've checked the reels on the coffee page and they
Ah,
were
okay.
genuinely therapeutic. उसको देखने में ही मजा आ रहा था because वही बोल रही हूँ I cannot have मतलब मैं कॉफी सिर्फ कम ही पी
So
सकती हूँ. I
that's why I
have
said
a
it's a
cafe.
very
Yeah.
it's a rabbit hole.
देखने
Okay,
में
if you
ही.
end up loving a specialty coffee, then welcome to a new hobby because yeah, you will enjoy, but then yeah, it gets slightly expensive over the time.
Hmm.
But then there are
Hmm.
ways of doing it at a cheaper level as well. It's just that the Kida at
Hmm.
me is like at the next level. So
Yeah, people have started setting up the coffee bars at their homes
yes,
now.
yes.
So they are like the culture is coming very soon. अब लोगों
Even
का
with
normally
the
बार बार
instant
अल्कोहल का
coffees,
culture तो वैसे भी
uh,
कम हो रहा है हाँ.
even with
Hmm.
the instant coffees, Nescafe Gold is a good brand. I usually recommend them for like gifting if someone doesn't see. Not everyone has a setup at
हाँ.
home. Not everyone want to do whatever I'm doing, right? So
Hmm.
for them, yeah, Nescafe Gold, Davidoff, such kind of brands. Even the brands like Sleepy Owl, they are
Hmm.
they're getting popular. Yeah,
Hmm.
those things are okay for
Hmm.
gifting purposes. If someone
Hmm.
loves coffee, so
Hmm. Great, great. यार मतलब बहुत कुछ I think I mean अभी 30 के around आसपास ही minutes हुए but I think I've learned a lot. Like conversation में there is perfumes I learned a lot, coffee I learned a lot. So I mean anything you want to share with your experiences or anything you want to मेरे पास कोई क्योंकि ऐसा कोई question नहीं आ रहा. I think मतलब मैं I'm
yeah,
overwhelmed and
I'll
with a
basically
lot of
talk
information.
about
Yeah. Yeah.
like multitasking. That is something which people ask me all the time. Like, how do
Mm-hmm.
you do all the things together? Or like, if you manage to do all these things.
Exactly.
The videos you see on the Instagram feed, it's been shot and edited by me.
Edited by you. Yeah.
That also takes a lot of time. Now,
Hmm.
the thing is, not everyone is built for multitasking. Okay,
Hmm.
some people. I'm not saying that no, someone is built bad or someone is built good. It's just that it's just a trait. I start doing whenever I do things, I try to learn that thing very quickly and
Hmm.
probably get bored of it. Maybe
Hmm.
leave it after 2 3 years, pick up a new hobby, enjoy that for a few years, and then yeah, I mean, if something, so it's about picking something up, invest the time you have given. Let's say you have given 2 hours, don't cross that. If you don't have the control over that I mean, control over yourself. Just say if you are giving 2 hours for learning coffee brewing, and you are saying that it's getting like 3 hours 4 hours, and you are purposely giving that much time, then multitasking is for you. So you have to know that if multitasking is for you or not. If it is not,
Hmm.
nothing to worry. A lot of people are like that. You can just
Hmm.
continue with your job. Just that make sure you have something to look forward to apart
True.
from your job which you would enjoy.
Hmm.
It can be painting, it can be dancing, it can be literally anything. So I do
Hmm.
multitasking because it helps me stay sane.
Hmm. Same
Don't
here.
do it just because everyone else is doing it. Yeah, it will make you insane. Just pick up one hobby which
Hmm.
you probably have left thanks to the responsibilities we are taking care of. I would still encourage everyone to pick up the hobby which you have left or you always want to do something. Give 1 hour at least. Figure that out, which what that 1 hour will be in the morning or in the evenings, and do that consistently. If you're doing it consistently, you will get better at that hobby, and you will enjoy your work profile way more. You will be way more productive. Not even kidding. So
I
whatever you're
agree.
doing, yeah. So that is one advice I would give. Like, pick up the hobby which you've left or which you always wanted to do.
This is amazing. This is like very good note to obviously to end as well. So I mean, I'm hats off to you and your detailed knowledge. So in case anybody wants to reach out, I will anyways be mentioning your Instagram account. They can reach out to you. You can buy perfume. You can place your orders. Can check on like different kind of samples as well. In case you want fitness knowledge and have him as your coach, go join
Yeah,
fitter.
and we didn't even talk about fitness, so maybe we'll need one more podcast for that.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
तो कोई बात नहीं.
Okay.
We'll do another in other some season. But I
Hmm.
think it was still a good conversation regarding your journey. Not everybody has that interesting journey and that much things to tell people about. So thank you for that. Thanks a
You're
lot.
welcome.
And I
Thank you
hope.
everyone for listening. And yeah, I hope you take something out of it. The last 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
If one message I would like to end this on, I would say, restart your hobbies. Okay, it's you're procrastinating probably, but yeah, pick up that pencil, pick up that dance boots, pick up that dumbbell which you wanted to do, and yeah, just give 1 hour of your day. So that
Hmm.
would be my advice.
1 hour of day with consistency to your hobby can lead you like, I mean, compound state में तो बहुत कुछ दे
Yeah,
देता है.
I mean, if you're doing something for, like, if you're finishing some work for 8 hours, you will be able to do that in 7 hours. I'm not even kidding. The productivity level increases if you're
Hmm.
especially happy and you look forward to that hobby every day. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's something which I've noticed in my. I mean, that's how I do a lot of things, because I keep getting faster at it.
Right. That is the power of compounding atomic habits or whatever you want to say on that. So yeah, thank you so much, Mateen. Thank you for giving me your time. Thanks everyone for listening to us. And on that note, we can end
And
it
thank you
right.
so much, everyone,
Thank
for
you so
listening.
much. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay happy, stay blessed, and most importantly, stay grateful. I'll see another one. Bye.
Bye.